Franklin, where that occurred.
Yep.
Crazy weather. So many wind reports. Just a wild Friday, wild Saturday, too. Welcome to AMHQ Weekend.
That's right. Of course, Kait Parker, I'm Reynolds Wolf. You know, the wind we just showed you, later on in this hour, we're going to show you how expansive it truly was. I mean, throughout much of the Ohio Valley, moving into the Northeast. And we still have some fairly strong storms out there today, too.
We do. We've got to get to the big picture and tell you what we're talking about here with these storms. The severe threat really going to be focused more so through the panhandle of Texas, but that doesn't mean that's the only place you're going to see thunderstorms today. It's just that we don't have quite the right dynamics for too many severe thunderstorms. But I tell you what, Reynolds, a soaker.
Yeah,
for some spots.
And as you know very well in your home state, that's the last thing they possibly need. Just the opposite in portions of the southeast. You're going to have plenty of moisture content in the atmosphere in terms of high humidity, but in terms of rain, not much. It's going to be the heat, the humidity, where it's going to make it feel like it's into the triple digits, Kate, for much of the southeast.
Ugh,
I know.
no, thank you.
There you go.
I'll pass. Okay, how about Carlos? This tropical storm following in the footsteps of Blanca, but will it strengthen? Are we going to see the same thing with it? We're going to have your full tropical update coming up at 50 past the hour.
Yeah, Carlos is the big C. We're going to take you to the big Den. This time, even more awkward.
Yes. Even more awkward?
Yes.
How is that possible, Reynolds? Okay, so that moisture has just been kicked on, right? So we saw that high sitting off, making things really hot off the East Coast, but all this moisture is being pulled up and around it. So what's going to happen is that we have this upper level low. You can't just have the moisture in place. You have to have something to kind of squeeze it out of the atmosphere. That's going to be the culprit to get some of this going. Across New Mexico this morning, we do have some thunderstorms, but look at this. Some very heavy rain that's kind of training in areas. Bourbon, Cherokee, and Crawford counties until 9 a.m. Central Time. You're under a flash flood warning. Going down into Tulsa, look at this. Very heavy rain right now for you, Tulsa. You know, you like the rainfall, or at least you would have a couple months ago. And now it's just kind of like, oh my goodness, it's back again. And it is in a big way. Down 35. Troublesome travel. You're going to see these thunderstorms hanging out here just along the Red River in Ardmore, and then on down south, Wichita Falls. You've actually seen a lot of rain this morning as well. The scattered thunderstorms going to be focused from Oklahoma down into the Houston, Lake Charles, over into New Orleans over the next over today. The risk for severe weather going to stay out near Midland, Odessa, and then up into Amarillo, Lubbock. But Monday, look at this. The thunderstorms are still in the same area. This isn't moving much. So this is not a pattern that's going to be changing. In fact, we're even going to inject more moisture into that from the Gulf of Mexico. So look at this. Through Monday, you've already got a concentration of rain down here in Texas and in Louisiana, and then stretching up into the Midwest as well. Reynolds, the Midwest now could be under the gun for. That is so weird. I'm totally in Atlanta, too. Reynolds, are you in Atlanta?
Amazingly enough, yes, in Atlanta also.
And guess what? This is what it looks like in Atlanta right now from atop the Coca-Cola World headquarters. Yeah. It's going to be hot, though. Here's the thing. The last 90-degree day, can you believe that it hasn't been 90 degrees in Atlanta yet? I mean, if you live here, you know that it has felt so hot. But the last one was September 12th, actually. And on average, we get our first one on May 31st. Now, June does average around 9 90-degree days a year, and the most ever was 25 in a row back in the 1950s. So this is the deal. Look at this forecast. Now, our average high, 86 degrees, right? Look at every single day. We're not going to see much variation. You're going to stay in the 90s every single day over the next several. So get ready for this long stretch of heat, this high pressure. This is what's to blame, and it's going to be humid as well. It's not just like a dry heat. It's a very humid heat, pulling in that moisture from the Gulf. The high is going to be 5 to 15 degrees above average. Not really satisfying because it's not going to be record heat. It's just going to be kind of this obnoxious above average heat. Let's just put it that way, where every day in Raleigh, you're going to feel it 94 today, Atlanta 92 today. You get into tomorrow, it's the same story, even warmer in some spots. Jacksonville closing in on 96, 97 in Charleston, 10 degrees above average. And the deal is that this is just the air temperature. This has nothing to do with factoring the dew points in and getting that feels like temperature, which will be much higher into the triple digits is what it'll feel like outside, Reynolds.
Oh my.
Okay, so there are 4 ingredients, right, Reynolds, that really go into form severe weather. Shear, lift, instability, and moisture. Mike Bettis takes a look at how moisture plays a factor in severe storms.